The Clone Wars significantly weakened the Jedi's resolve, as well as nearly made them lose complete sight of the true purpose of the Jedi Order, as guardians and protectors of peace and justice throughout the stars. It was Palpatine's grand manipulation for the Jedi to completely lose sight of who they were. Palpatine's plan was not only to kill them physically, but to kill them spiritually as well, weaken their very connection through the Force by forcing them into a war that the Jedi did not want and were not prepared for. Palpatine's plan was absolutely brilliant. One of the only Jedi that noticed this massive shift was Grandmaster Yoda, fearful of what the Jedi Order was turning into once he had accepted the task of joining the Clone War. This change in the Jedi from Guardian to Warrior literally weakened their very connections to the Force. As the Sith moved in the dark corners of the galaxy and in secret, the Jedi Order's power to touch the light side was severely diminished. Not to mention the new Padawans of the Order and Knights of the Order were far more focused on their combative prowess than their ability to touch the Force. They were far too concerned with fighting the war at hand than again pondering on the Force itself and the Jedi's true purpose in the galaxy. This change in the Jedi's mindset was even reflected in the Jedi's lightsabers, as Yoda took great concern with the Jedi's lightsabers that were being constructed during this era of war. The lightsabers were becoming instruments of war, not the weapon that was meant to represent a Jedi's stance, allegiance, and loyalty to the Order. The weapons were becoming more combat-oriented, larger grips, more powerful emitters, a weapon developed and orchestrated for combat, not the weapons of peace that Yoda had instructed thousands of Jedi Padawans to construct. To critique a Jedi's own lightsaber construction, though, was strictly against Yoda's values. Not necessarily forbidden, but he did believe it was not his place to tell a Jedi how they should construct their own blade, a blade that was meant to represent their own life. Still though, Yoda saw this trend, and it worried him a great deal. Worried that the Jedi had lost track of exactly who they were. A worry that was ultimately correct. Yoda and the Jedi Council was essentially backed into a corner. They were forced into a war where they did not want to fight, and the repercussions on the Jedi Order were massive. As Yoda would explain after he fought Darth Sidious, the Jedi had been fighting an enemy in the Sith that no longer existed. The Jedi were playing checkers while the Sith were playing chess. The Jedi were never meant to be warriors, but that is what they had become. And this was reflected in their very lightsaber, something that Yoda could do absolutely nothing about, but something that chilled him to his core. Yoda saw the trend that the Jedi were heading in, but could do nothing about it. They had to fight the war. They had to finish what they started. Yoda believed that the repercussions of the Clone Wars would echo through the Jedi for generations, but even Yoda could not grasp the true magnitude of what was afoot. What Yoda did get correct is that the repercussions would echo through the generations, but that the Sith had won completely, and it would mean the near total eradication of the entire Jedi Order. A fear, though, that was reflected in the construction of the very lightsabers made during the Clone War. Anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on Yoda's thoughts concerning the lightsabers made during the Clone Wars era, and how they were more geared toward battle than again reflection and pondering on the Force? How the lightsaber literally became a weapon of war. As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching the channel. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.